Hi everyone, welcome to this week's vlog. So over the weekend we had a discount. We don't very often do like percentage off discounts anymore. In fact, we did say that we weren't going to do another one until Black Friday, but this weekend it was my birthday, so we decided to do one, didn't we?
We did, yeah. We wanted to celebrate. And Willow's here to say hello as well today.
Willow. So yeah, there was quite a lot of orders, weren't there?
A lot.
It surprised us a little bit. And every order we get, we always write a little handwritten note on there, just to thank the person for their order. And as you can see, Tamar's got quite a pile to go through. She's done a chunk, and there's quite a few left as well.
Today's pile's
You're getting through them, aren't you?
I'm getting there, yeah. It's taking me quite a while.
Yeah, so we'll be packaging these up over the next couple of days. There's quite a few bits and pieces we'll need to restock.
Yes.
Different scents and various things. But we'll be doing it in the next couple of days, won't we?
We will, yes. So we'll be very busy getting all your orders out.
Yep. So as a lot of you know, and a lot of you probably are involved in it already, we have a closed Facebook group, which is it's our community basically. A lot of our customers are in there, and just people that follow our brand are in there. It's a brilliant group. You get lots of interaction. People talk to each other about some of our scents they like, scents they dislike. They ask for advice on what they can mix together, two different scents together to come up with other ideas, their own sort of versions of mixology. People talk about candles they're making themselves from our leftover wax. It's such such a nice community, and we love how it's really sort of starting to take off. When we first launched it, we thought that it would be a great thing to have, just to talk to our community of customers, release new products, release new special offers to them, ask them to take part in some testing of products, because we try and do that quite a lot as well. And just ask their advice. I mean, anyone who follows our brand, you probably know that we are continuously asking for feedback on our products, especially negative feedback actually. Well, not negative, that's the wrong word. Constructive criticism. We want to know how things can be better, because then we can improve them, and we do listen to all feedback. So that's really important to us. However, we noticed that last weekend there was a bit of an argument in one of the threads in our group, and it turned quite nasty. There was some name calling and various things. And then off the back of that, we've had various other people who didn't like it. They've left our group, or they've put sort of comments in the group saying how upset they've been at reading some of those comments. I mean, that's horrible to see. You know, we looked at our stats the other day, and we get 53,000 interactions, likes, comments, videos, photos added, all of that in the last 28 days. And for one or two comments to really spoil a lot of that is really nasty to see and nasty to think about. You know, it's a lot of hard work maintaining that group and building it up as well to the level it's at now. So we really don't want it to be spoiled, because a couple of people had a disagreement. So if you're in that group, and if you ever see anything which is remotely derogatory, you know, name calling, just generally, you know, not very nice, please let us know. Please do let us know, because we want to get rid of that. We don't want that in our group. At the end of the day, it's just wax melting candles. That's all we're talking about here, so there's no need for things to get nasty. Like I said, I mean, that's extremely rare. You know, out of the 50-odd thousand interactions we had in the last 28 days, 2 or 3 were nasty. But, you know, people notice those. Not everyone notices the, you know, the nice day-to-day comments that are put in there. It's the nasty ones that stand out. So we want to put a lid on that. We want to stop that. But yeah, it's rare. It doesn't happen very often at all, which is really good to see. So yeah, if you ever spot anything, please let us know. One thing we love about living and working in Ipswich is that we're only 20 minutes away from a place called Felixstowe, which is a lovely little seaside town, isn't it?
It's one of our favourite towns, isn't it?
Yeah, so we quite often like to come here, don't we?
We do. We like to come walk beside the beach, and we often go to the pier and play on the amusements, or have something to eat for dinner, or even just come down like today to get ice cream.
Yeah, we don't do it often enough, that's for sure. It's a lovely place.
It's gorgeous, especially on the weather like today.
the ice cream?
Delicious.
What flavour did you go for?
Vanilla brownie. Vanilla chocolate brownie. Did you enjoy your ice cream?
Not really. It melted all over me.
He had to wash his arms off and finish.
Nice and relaxing.
It is. We're now on the way back home after being to Felixstowe. We had a lovely ice cream and a bit of a relax, didn't we, Paul?
Yeah, it was great. It's good to do that, isn't it?
It is. It's lovely just to sit down for an hour and unwind, not be on the computer or on social media, just for an hour to relax and have a nice ice cream, which was good.
How's it going this morning, Emma?
Very, very busy.
Yeah, there's a few orders coming out, isn't there?
There is, yeah. I'm going through doing my tick sheet like I normally do and making myself a tally chart.
Loads going out. And this is still left over from the weekend, isn't it? The offer from the weekend.
Yeah.
So is this all of them now, or
Not quite, no. Still got some more to go.
still some more? Good work. Hello, Willow. Joey, come here. Good girl. So, we stock quite a lot of wax warmers and tea light burners, and what we've been doing this morning is actually doing some research on potentially making our own, which is not something we've ever really thought about before. But here's, I mean, it's very rough, but here's a rough sketch. We're thinking about doing something out of wood, and I found an image online earlier of one very similar to what we're thinking. So obviously this is all made out of wood. Instead of having a glass bit here, we would just have like a hole in the wood where the tea light would sit. Up here there'd be obviously a hole, and this is just one of our normal glass dishes which would sit on top. So that's what we're thinking at the moment, and I'm just starting to generate a computer version of this, so we can start to mock it up. But this looks like quite a nice idea, and it allows us to create them in various different styles as well. And of course we'd have the cozy logo or something on here somewhere, just so it's quite clearly ours. So we're going to, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to mock up a few ideas of these and see what you think.
What are you recording me for? I'm going to eat my breakfast biscuits.
So this is a really awkward moment, isn't it? Awkward time.
It is. We're kind of stuck in no man's land at the moment.
So out here there are quite a few orders. As you can see, the tables are full of orders that need to go out. However, we are sat here because we are waiting for a delivery. Packaging. We've got a number of boxes turned up today, haven't we? So we can actually get these orders all packaged up.
We have.
We're waiting for some more wax, waiting for some more fragrance oils, and we're waiting for some more cozy pods as well, aren't we?
We are. It's not good today.
So it's just a waiting game at the moment, isn't it?
It is. So there's a cup of tea, some biscuits, get a bit of admin done while we're waiting.
Yeah, we can do some content, do some marketing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Paul's very busy packaging up some of the orders that are ready. How are you doing, Paul?
Yeah, alright. It's got a lot to get through today.
There's lots. If I spin around, you can see how many more I've got to go.
Yep. There's only these couple here that we can actually do before we wait for the boxes to arrive, so we can actually package up everything else. So take this. It's going to take a little while to get through them all, but we'll get there.
It is. We'll get there. It's a very busy day today.
At the end of the day, there are worse problems to have.
There are. That's true. A lot worse.
So we'd rather be wondering how we're going to get all these orders out, as opposed to worrying where the next order is going to come from.
That's true. We've got some smaller boxes here done as well so far. And some jiffy bags. Should we show everybody our nice filler machine? It's very handy, isn't it?
Yeah. You just have to do all this by hand, but now we've got this, which does it for us. Which works really well.
Make a nice little nest.
Yep, just to protect them all. These pods, the pods themselves are quite sturdy, but we don't really want to. We don't want to risk them getting squished or anything in the post.
No, we don't. And the good thing about this packaging is it's all recyclable as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's reusable, which is also great.
Yeah, exactly. The plastic pods, obviously, they're plastic. They're of course recyclable, but they're actually reusable. I'd love to know what people can actually, what people do to, or what they use them for. Do people just throw these away, these plastic pots? Or do you actually reuse them?
They'd be quite good for crafts, wouldn't they? If you could clean them out, wash them out, because soy wax comes off quite well. So you could wash them out and use them to hold nails or glitter or anything like that.
Yeah, or if you're an artist or something, if you like painting, these will hold paint because they're airtight. So it'd be nice to know what people use them for.
Yeah, do let us know. We were just receiving a lovely big pallet full of boxes and packing supplies. As you can see, we're on the dregs of our paper and we've got lots more to package. So luckily we've got all our boxes now coming off the lorry. Willow's busy inspecting to make sure that everything's okay. She'll have a good sniff round. There she goes. That's what she does. So we've got plenty to be getting on with now. Now we're going to have to take everything off the pallet and load it indoors so we can get packing. Nice stack of boxes we've got here now, Paul.
Yeah, keep us busy for a while, won't it?
It will. Not only boxes, have we? We've also got some.
Fall over.
Oh dear. We've also got some jiffy bags. Yep. Packing paper.
Yep. Bigger boxes, sub boxes, smaller boxes.
Lots and lots. I better give you a hand, really, better I?
Better.
Oh, we're starting to see the pallet underneath now. I don't think Willow's being much help though.
Is she ever?
Be nice to Willow. She's wondering if you're going to make her another bed. And that's it. Good work. See what I have to put up with.
You having fun?
Yep, lots of stickering to do at the moment, isn't there? Keeping us nice and busy.
So these are the CLP safety stickers, yeah, to go on the bottom?
They are, yeah. I have some for the tin candles that I've made over there, which are these ones, and some for our pods, which I've got here.
Fantastic. So this Friday is going to be quite unique, isn't it? It's going to be the first time that we are having to close and not actually have a raw mat collection.
It is.
I think that's certainly the first time since we've been in this little warehouse, isn't it?
It is. I think it's the first time since we started closing all together.
Yeah. So two of our friends, our very close friends, are getting married.
They are, yeah. So it's going to be a very nice day, isn't it?
Yeah. So we'll be here in the morning, packing orders up and everything, and just catching up on things, making up some stock, doing some social media things. But yeah, we'll be heading off about lunchtime. We won't be having We won't be having any Royal Mail collection that day.
No, we won't.
But that's okay.
It's only one day, isn't it?
It's only one day.
That's why we're working doubly hard now.
Yeah. And after our offer this weekend, look at the state of this cosy bod wall now. Empties everywhere. So we have got some serious restocking to do. And this is after some restocking this week as well.
It is, yeah. We've restocked a couple of times this week, haven't we?
Loads of boxes. Yeah. So we were looking yesterday, weren't we, at potentially having a stall at Ipswich Market.
We were, yeah. We inquired about it, haven't we?
A couple of days a week, having a stall. I walked through there yesterday. I had to go to the bank, and there was. The market is not what it used to be, but there's still a lot of stall holders. There are lots of regulars there, and the footfall through Ipswich is actually really good.
It is pretty good, really, yeah.
You know, and they only charge like £21 a day to have a stall there, so it's got to be worthwhile doing, isn't it?
It has, yeah. We might try it out, mightn't we? See what it's like, and you know, if it's not worth doing it, we can just stop, can't we?
Yeah. So that could be coming soon. It's all very new to us, that kind of thing. Holding stalls and various things like that. So we'll look into it a bit more, see. Maybe this weekend we'll go and conduct a bit of research, see how busy it is, see what people are, what the stall holders are like, and see what footfall's like, and see if we want to give it a go for a bit.
It's worth looking into, isn't it? Oh, our guard's outside.
Yeah, she's guarding the warehouse today. Hello, girl. Very breezy. So she's quite happy just laying out there all day. In one of our vlogs a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that we had a fraudulent order from someone who used a stolen credit card to order, what was it, one of each of our reed diffusers. Came to well over £100 or something, which we ended up getting charged for because it was a credit card scam. So we were out of money there. 2 weeks ago, we had another one. Someone placed 2 orders, which totaled £300. They placed them within a matter of 5 minutes of each other. But this time they used a PayPal e-check payment. And that just didn't clear, basically. So I'm not sure what they were expecting, but I don't know if they were just expecting us to send out the parcel, you know, and then payment would come at another date. Not really sure, but anyway. But the worst one was, and this isn't a fraudulent order, this is just someone really trying to try their luck and actually get stuff from us for free. So we sell these luxury wax melt gift boxes, which are these ones here, and we have them as a buy one get one free. And the way we package them up is they both sit next to each other and they go in a padded envelope. Now this padded envelope, I mean, it seals really tightly and it's in there very snug and tight, and the envelope seals really well. So much so that you can actually see an indentation around the edge of the envelope where the boxes sit. And we had this person message us last week or a couple of weeks ago saying that they didn't actually receive anything in their envelope. Their envelope was empty, but their receipt was in there. Now, as a lot of you know, there's only 2 of us at work here. We get a lot of orders, what we call a lot of orders, but not a ridiculous amount. And of these ones, we might send out a couple of hundred a week. So every day we're basically packing up maybe 20 orders. And this isn't the first time this has happened to us. We thought that maybe in the past, where people have messaged us saying that they've, you know, only 1 box has arrived or something, we've thought, okay, maybe there is an error on our part. So we've improved the way we check and double check things. And then we thought maybe something was wrong with the packaging, because we used to send them in like a little poly bag. So we changed the packaging to these envelopes, these padded envelopes, which are much better, much better. But when this chap messaged us and said that he didn't receive any, we thought, well, that's obviously strange, because, you know, there's no way on earth that we would put an empty envelope in a postal sack ready for it to be collected by the postman. But, you know, given the benefit of the doubt, we thought, right, okay, let's look into this properly, because it could, you know, the chances are it could very well have come apart, maybe emptied, or, you know, I hate to say it, but maybe it was stolen. That can happen as well. So we followed the protocol. Normally what we've done when people have messaged us this, we've just sent them a replacement. But we thought, we were so adamant this time that, you know, something has gone wrong after it had left us. We followed the processes. So firstly, we checked our manifest, which is the Royal Mail, basically the Royal Mail invoice that we get every single day, and the weight was correct for what it should have been when it left us. We then contacted our Royal Mail account manager, and he followed the process here at his end, contacted the people, the local depot to where this order was delivered, and he said that there's been no issues their end. There's been nothing reported, and if there's ever any packages which are damaged, then they're always placed in a Royal Mail plastic bag and sealed and tagged accordingly. But this didn't happen at all. So we were a little bit more confused, and by this point the person had been sending quite rude emails, in fact very rude emails, telling us what they're going to do. They're going to put all our messages all online and everything. We've been very polite, and we're just saying we're following the processes. Basically what he wanted us to do, the correct answer in his eyes, was that we were just going to send him 2 boxes out, without looking into it. So we tried to hold him off as much as possible. The longer we were holding him off, the more angry his messages were getting. And then he decided to claim with PayPal. And that normally is a foregone conclusion that PayPal will just say, right, here you go, customer, here's your money back. But we thought, we'll try, because, we'll put our evidence forward. But bear in mind, at this point, once we've had all the evidence back from Royal Mail themselves, from our account manager, and looking at the manifests and everything, it's quite clear that he was trying his luck. And then when you Google this kind of thing online, there's loads of people, loads of places where it tells you how you can get something for free from an e-commerce retailer by basically saying that their packages arrived empty. So they're actively trying to harm our businesses just so they can get something for free. So that's what we have to deal with these days. But anyway, we submitted our evidence to PayPal. All the conversation we've had, the weights that have been recorded, the images that have been sent. And that's another thing, actually. The image that he sent of the parcel, of the envelope, you can clearly see the indentations around the edge of the envelope where the 2 boxes have sit, where they sit inside the envelope, because they fit very snugly. And I mean, this, I guess, well done for trying, but he didn't fool us this time. And PayPal, they sided with us accordingly, so he didn't get his money back either. So that just goes to show you that that kind of thing is around at the moment, and how annoying it is for us having to deal with that. So